Okay. All right. So we're restarting. I'm sorry about that. The stream got canceled, but we're here. Okay. So again, let's set the intention of presence, um, of creating a little container for ourselves here, shutting the door and turning off any notifications. Let's close down the eyes. Take a great big breath in through the nose, and then a sigh out the mouth. Once more, like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. You can blink your eyes open again. All right. Welcome to your seat today, wherever you are. So, it's Juneteenth today, and I don't pretend to speak for a lot of people, but I can say, at least that this moment, this movement in the world is significant and worthy of our attention. And so, as I say in a lot of my classes, this practice is not intended to be an escape, but rather a way to tune in. And so, to that end, we're going to start our practice today with a mindfulness meditation, an appreciation for everything in this moment. Okay. So, let's sit tall. If you'd like to support your feet up on a pillow or blocks, you can do that. Bring your left hand and let that be face down in your lap. Good. And then I want you to take your right hand and have it face forward. So it's sort of like you're taking an oath. The elbow is next to the rib cage, 4 fingers together, and the pad of the thumb touches the side of your palm. This is a modified version of Earth Witness Mudra. And it's one of my favorite mudras or gestures with the hand. And the intention here is to have a great reminder of your place here on this earth, here in this exact moment. We can get caught up in this obsession with the future and what's next and worry. And the only thing that we have any semblance of control over is this moment. So we're going to settle in here. Left palm down, right palm facing forward. Close down the eyes and bring the spine to neutral. Just let the breath settle to its natural rhythm and the natural texture of it. And let's start from the outside in. So with the eyes closed, I want you to notice the things that you can hear around you. The sound of my voice, maybe the sound of your air conditioning or the birds outside, or someone in the room next door. Take in all of those sounds, not labeling any as good or bad, but just hear. Begin to notice the things that you can feel with the body. So notice the weight of your legs, your hips on your seat. Is the seat firm, or maybe there's a little softness there? What is touching the seat and what is not? Feel what is beneath your feet, the texture of the floor, the rug. What is the temperature of the air on your skin? Is the air still or is it moving? Drawing the attention inward, what can you notice about your breath today? Just exactly as it is now. Is it smooth or rough around the edges, warm, cooling, deep or shallow? Not trying to fix or micromanage, just noticing the wholeness of this moment. Even when it can feel like our efforts are small and incomplete, this moment, you are whole. Keep the eyes closed. Relax the right hand down into your lap. Feel the warmth of your palms on your thighs. And then I want you to deepen your breath. Let it travel in and out through your nose. And let it be audible. Several more times like that. Turn up the volume of your breath, both in audibility and in dimension. Continue like that. 3 more breaths, exactly as you are. Good. All right, you can open your eyes. Welcome into the body today. We're going to move in an awareness practice today so that we can practice not checking out, so that we can practice being wholly present. So we'll use the little information that our body gives us as an opportunity to listen and an opportunity to practice that attentiveness. So we're going to start really simple and we're going to roll the wrists. So take your thumbs into your palms, take your forefingers around the thumb and take the arms along your side. Shake out the shoulders, let the elbows be loose. And then begin to roll the wrists around. And this can be at a pace that's, whatever feels good to you. And then just slowly, as you're rolling the wrists, start to take the arms wide and then up overhead. Keep rolling the wrists in the same direction. Take it down, and maybe you're starting to notice some sensation in the shoulders, maybe some creaks and cracks. No big deal. Take it down along the side. Now take the circles in the other direction. Challenge the brain a bit. 2 times. Up, wide, and down. I really want you to pay attention to the sensation in the body. Maybe the forearm muscles are starting to warm up, maybe in the shoulders a bit. Good. Arms along your side, shake out the hands and the elbows, and then loop the shoulders a few times, forward, up, and back. And then going the other way, back, up, and forward. Good. All right, lengthen your legs forward and roll through the feet. So take one foot, roll it a few times in both directions, and then do the other one. Notice if they're different side to side. Nothing to worry about, just something to notice. Good. And then both feet down on the ground. Good. All right, I'm going to turn my chair so you can see. I want you to take your arms up overhead and grab opposite elbows. And then feel the spine in neutral here. So you're really going to have to think about bringing the rib cage back so there's not a great big bend in the spine, just so that we can notice it. Now, we're going to keep this grip of the hands on the elbows overhead, and we're going to move through a cat-cow variation. So bring the chest forward, lift the chin as you inhale. So chest lifts forward and up. And as you exhale, dome the spine. Let the chin fall into the throat, but keep the upper arm bones in line with the ears. Do this 2 more times. Again, just like that. Good. Now bring your spine back to neutral. Inhale here. As you exhale, tip over to the right. And then inhale up through center. Tip over to the left. Through center, breathe in. Stay, exhale. Cat cow 1 time. Chest lifts, chin lifts, breathe in. Round the back, tuck the chin, breathe out. Inhale, neutral spine. Tip right. Through center. To the left. Good. Through center, switch the cross of the elbows, and we're going to do it 2 more times. So 1 cat-cow, chest lifts. Exhale, round in. Neutral spine, breathe in. Let's start to the left this time. Through center as you inhale. To the other side. Through center, chest lifts. And breathe out. One more time, neutral spine. Over to the left, through center, to the right, through center. One more cat-cow, chest lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, round in. Good, release the hands down. You can shake out the shoulders a bit. And then let's roll through the neck. So we can start with chin into the throat, and we'll pause here for a couple of breaths. Let the head be very heavy. You can shake it a little side to side. Encourage all of the muscles on the back of the neck, and then especially where they attach to the base of the skull. Can you sense those muscles? And therefore bring a little bit more ease there. Now, I want you to take your entire inhale to slowly roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Use the entire inhale. And then it's the entire exhale to bring the chin back into the throat. Take this to the left, your entire inhale. And as you exhale, draw through center. Keep going like this, the pace of your breath. So we're never stopping, but the movement is very slow and deliberate. Wave of breath, wave of movement. Twice more each side. Close down the eyes. Feel the sensation in the neck. Relax the face. One more each side. Chin into the throat. Chin to neutral. Good. All right. So we're going to transition to standing. We're going to do some balance work as a way to practice a little mindfulness. So I want you to set yourself up so that you can stand next to the back of your chair like this. I'm going to adjust so you can see me a little better. Good. All right, so you're going to stand next to your chair. And so let's bring right hip next to the chair, right hand on the back of your chair. And let's bring left hand to the heart. Spread the fingers wide and feel the lift, the rise and fall of the chest into your palm. Good. Shift the weight into your right foot, and then the right hip might even touch the chair. Just come onto the toes of your left foot. So the knee is still pointing forward, but you're on the toes, so you can start to shift the weight into your right foot. Now, I want you to make that right leg like a tree trunk. So press down, stamp down through the foot, like you're standing, sinking into wet sand. And then feel a lift of the kneecap as you engage the quad, and an engagement on the side and back of the hips. Good. Keep the hand on the back of the chair. Lift the left knee up. Now I want you to notice, did your left hip lift a whole lot? And let's be really intentional about it. Bring left hip in line with the right. So you could even bring your hands to your hip points and notice, is one higher than the other? See if you can even it out. And so that might be thinking about dropping the left hip. It might also be thinking about lifting the right. Good. Okay, so we're here. Bring your hand to your chair if you brought it to your hip, hand back to the heart. Take a breath in, lift the chest up. As you exhale, it's going to be a warrior 3 variation. So I want you to hinge the chest forward, keep the knee bent so the sole of the foot faces the ceiling. And then we're going to move through that a few times. So bring the knee up through the chest as you inhale. Use your entire exhale to transition towards warrior 3. Do that again. Breath in. Feel the thighs, the inner thighs, touch one another as you glide the left leg back. Do this one more time. Exhale. Pause in warrior 3. Again, Make the hips square in relation to the ground this time. So they are level with the ground. And then use the feedback of the hand on your chest, charge the heart forward. So there's a teeny baby back bend here. Good. Maybe you play with your balance and you can bring your right hand on top of the left. Good. Stay with your breath. Stay with it. One-legged mountain. Squeeze up, draw up, breath in. Good. Let the left foot come down. Good. Take your arms up overhead as you breathe in. Bend the knees, sit the hips back for chair pose as you breathe out. So we're still next to the chair. Now bring your hands to the back of your chair. Now, stay in the legs. Keep the bend, twist so the chest faces towards the back of your chair. And so you can use the leverage of your hands on the back of your chair to deepen the twist. Now take a look down at your feet and notice if one knee is jutting forward of the other, and even that out as best as you can. So you can feel the weight even across both feet. Good. Breath in, breath out, bend the knees a little more. Inhale, stand tall, unravel, arms overhead. Breath out the mouth, cactus your arms. Good. All right, we're going to take this to the other side, which means I'm going to face back. And so you'll be able to see the other side of things. So left hand on the chair, left hip next to the back of your chair. Shift the weight into your left foot. Come onto your right toes. Right hand is on the heart. Now start to light up the left leg from the ground up. So feel the whole foot press down. Light up the quad, the top of the thigh, the back and side of your hips. Good. All right. Lift the right knee into your chest. Notice the hip. So again, you can take your hands to your hip points. Notice if one hip is higher than the other. We're going to be precise about it. So see if you can get that right knee about to 90 degrees. All right, we're going to move through this warrior 3 to one-legged mountain variation. So take a breath in, lift the chest into your hands. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, warrior 3, sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Good. Do this 3 more times, slow and steady. Breath in and breath out. 2 more. Squeeze the thighs together so the hip points are square. Breath in. And then breath out, warrior 3, pause. Square the hips to the ground. Charge the heart into your right palm. Don't hold your breath. Inhale. Good. Draw it up through center. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Lift both arms up overhead. And then chair pose, bend the knees. Chair pose, twist. Hands to the chair, twist towards the back of the chair. Take a look at the knees. Keep those in line with one another as best as you can. And feel an evenness of the weight across both feet. Good. Stand tall, arms up. Cactus the arms, breathe out the mouth. All right. Good work. So we're going to work with just a little bit more balance, and then we'll bring it down for a meditation. So come to stand next to your chair. And then we're going to do tree pose. We're going to do it step by step by step. So hand on the back of the chair, shift the weight into your right foot, come onto your left toes. So just like we started, now stay with the left toes on the ground, but open the hip to the left. Good. So your left heel might be touching the inner side of your right ankle or shin. I want you to stay here for a breath or 2, feeling into your balance. And I want you to really keep that hip opening towards the wall behind you. Now, you can lean a little bit into the chair, but depending on your chair, if you lean too much, it might get wobbly. So it's just a little reminder. Maybe you lift the left foot up a bit so the foot presses on the inner side of your right thigh. Stay here for 2 breaths. And I want you to think about the tailbone reaching down. So we have a tendency here in tree pose to kind of hinge forward at the hips. Now let's try to find a neutral hip. So just in extension, I guess. And then the tailbone is wrapping down. So there's just a little 5% hug up at the belly button. Good. You can stay exactly like this, or bring the foot a little bit higher up on the thigh. Stay here. See if you can for 2 breaths. And if after 2 breaths, this is just too wobbly for you to be able to find even a little bit of calm, then you're going to go back a bus stop to the foot a little lower on the leg, because we're going to add on to this. Good. You're going to have a real slight bend in that right knee to act as a shock absorber. Let's bring the left hand to the lifted leg. So same hand, same thigh. I want you to bring your right palm to the back of your chair, to the inside of the back of your chair. So what your body would rest against. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Don't hold your breath. Slowly slide the right hand down the chair. Do, do, do. So we're arcing over to the right. The wobbles are there until the fingertips find the seat of the chair. Good. Okay, now lift your left arm up. Reach your left arm forward and then slice it up so the bicep comes beside the ear. If you need to walk that right hand over to the right a little bit more, you can. Or if you need to bring it higher on the back of the chair, you can. But we're just going for this big side opener. Weight the tailbone down towards the inner line of the grounded foot and keep breathing. Good. So now we got to reverse it. Reach your top arm forward and then up and then down. Find your hip. Glide. So use the side belly to glide that hand up to the back of the chair. Good. One-legged mountain. Draw the knee up. I know it's a lot of balancing on this foot. You've got this. Breath in. Breath out. Foot comes down. If you need to wiggle out the feet, go ahead. And we're going to take this to the other side. All right. So situate yourself on the other side so that you've got your left hip against the chair. And we're going to come onto the right toes. Knee starts facing forward. Stay on the toes, turn the knee out to the right. And so then maybe you've got heel against the inner ankle. Good, pause here. Find that stability of your grounded leg. So it's light up all the muscles of the leg, weight the tailbone down. So if I weight the tailbone down, oftentimes we want to stick the butt back, finding a little hip flexion. And instead, I want you to weight the tailbone down. So there's a curving down and an external rotation of that right knee. Good. All right, you can stay here or bring the foot a little bit higher on the leg. Good. Stay here. We're not in any rush. Good. All right, draw the leg up. Good. Find a sustainable placement there, hand on the floating knee. Okay, bring your palm to the back of your chair with some amount of control. Start to slide the hand down. until your fingertips find the back of the chair or the bottom of the chair. Then glide your right arm up, reach it forward, and bicep beside the ear. Stay here and breathe. Wrap, externally rotate that knee back. Ground down through the leg. 2 more breaths. You've got this. Good. Use the belly. Lift yourself up. One-legged mountain. Draw the knee up. Good. All right. Foot comes down. Beautiful work. Let's return to our seats. Good. All right. So hopefully we found a little bit of a tension in the body there. We're going to close with just a bit of breath work to soothe the nervous system. Again, remembering we're not trying to check out, we're not avoiding, we are wholly present. So sit the body comfortably supported. And let's do palms face down. No, let's do palms face up. Palms face up in the lap. Neck neutral with the rest of the spine. Close down the eyes. Take a great big breath in. And a great big breath out. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in and out through the nose. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue like that. 4 count inhale. And then it's an extended exhale. And after, I just want you to pace this on your own. When you feel comfortable with a 5 count exhale, then do a few breaths with 6 count exhale. And over the course of the next few minutes, you might extend that exhale even longer, maybe up to 8 count, 10 count. But we're not trying to win or get gold stars, so you can stay at 5 if that feels sustainable for you. Smooth out the edges of your breath. One more breath. Let your breath be natural, less controlled. Notice if the mind wandered. That's okay. Bring it back here. Take the gaze towards the ground. So have the nose point towards the ground and then open the eyes. Notice what you see on the earth in front of you. And then over the course of an entire inhale, bring your spine to neutral. Arrive on your exhale. Good. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and press them. Rub the hands together. So keep that pressure on the palms as you rub the hands. Feel the heat in your hands. Maybe the roughness of a callus or the texture of a ring on your finger. Pick up the pace. One more breath in. Breath out, press the palms together at the heart. Close the eyes and bow forehead towards the fingertips. A moment of gratitude for you for prioritizing this practice. A moment of gratitude for this practice that opens our eyes to the wholeness of our surroundings. And that when our eyes are open, we are unable to ignore the suffering of others. And this is something to be grateful for. Namaste. All right. Thank you. I apologize for any technical difficulties we had here at the beginning, but thank you for staying with me. And hopefully I'll see you next week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm doing a benefit class on Saturday morning, Central Time. You can find me on Instagram. It's flow.strong with the link. And we're raising money for the NAACP. So we have a 200% match for that. So we'll be doing it live on Instagram or in person if you're here in Austin. So shoot me a message if you are into that, because we've got just a couple more spaces for in person. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.